song. I really do like it. We got the song Roll With It. Just really reminds me of the Beatles' Revolver. You can hear that in the 12-string guitar now that you can tell with the drums and all that. This reminds me of the Beatles' Revolver. And then of course, you got everyone's favorite song that people drive it to death, Wonderwall. It's a great song. I like it. Pretty good. And then you got Don't Look Back in Anger. Beautiful. Very beautiful. I really do like it. Then you got Hey Now. It's okay. And then you got Untied. That's what it's called if you rip the CD on the computer. Number 6 and number 11 are both called Untitled. One time when I uploaded this on YouTube, YouTube called it Swamp Song. So I don't know. And then you got the 7th track called Some Might Say. It's pretty okay, I will say. The 8th track is called Cast No Shadow. I will say here that the guitar is pretty good. Drum groove is okay. You can't really hear the drums too much because it's pretty drowned out, and I'll explain about the sound quality pretty soon. And then you got the 9th track, She's Electric. Wow. You know, I would say this song is a little bit more of a banger than Wonderwall, you know. I like Roll With It better than Wonderwall, in my opinion. And of course, like I mentioned, Untitled, again, part 2. For chapter 11, and then you got the last song, Champagne Supernova. I like that song better than Wonderwall too. That one's a banger too. So this one's a pretty good album. Of course, they're under the Epic label in the United States. I don't know about the other countries. But this one's, yeah, the 95. This one's a 1985 U.S. pressing, not a first pressing. You know. Let me open this. I'll have to grab it here and show you what the U.S. label looks like. The UK label will have both of the brothers' heads on there. If you get a European in the UK, you get both of the heads. The top of the hair, you know, for the 2 brothers. I'll show you the sticker here, what it came with. You can read that. It's pretty awesome. That's what it came with back in the day. Here's the front cover. And here's the back cover. Here's that one. Here's that one. Here's that one. Here's that one. We'll talk about the sound quality. This album is one of the worst albums to listen to sound quality wise. I recommend the vinyl over the CD. If you can get a modern reissue, or I think it was remastered at one point, get the reissue remastered one. I recommend to get the reissue one more than the CD. And someday, if I ever do a comparison between the CD and the vinyl, and maybe a cassette, then you will hear the true sound quality and what I'm talking about that is lost. People don't know the real true sound quality until you isolate the drums and bass only. Because when you isolate the drums, you hear all the dynamic range that's going on in the album, all the higher mid and low frequencies in the bass, and more mid and low with the bass. But with this one's so over-compressed, I can barely hear the lead singer's voice. I can barely hear his brother playing. I can't even hear the drums. When you're listening to this so loud, it hurts your ears. It's so damn compressed. I recommend get the vinyl record and put it on a CD. Because if you record it right on Audacity, it'll sound 10 times better than this CD. This CD is boosted to 0 dB. It does not sound good. I recommend to avoid the CD at all costs and get the vinyl over the CD. You don't like the vinyl? Get cassette over the CD. The CD is that bad. Until the loudness war dies off, which will never die off, I recommend to avoid all CDs from 95 and onwards. That's when they start over-compressing them, and it sounds bad. The vinyl is what you want to get. If you get the vinyl version of what's the morning story, what's the story Morning Glory, you'll be thinking if you get the vinyl record over CD. Well, thank you all for watching. I highly appreciate it. And goodbye.